overseeing global human rights and women's rights. Now, the UN giving the seats to Iran, despite Iran's record, which is the absolute worst of violating those rights. And joining us, two Iranian women who were sentenced to death for promoting Christianity. They were freed after international pressure on Iran. Miriam Rostampour and Marzia Amirizadeh joins us. Nice to see both of you.
Thank you, Greta. Good evening.
Thank you for having us.
Mariam, first to you. Tell me your thought when you hear that Iran's getting these seats on these committees.
You know, we read the news this morning, and we believe it is a mockery of the principle of the human rights. And honestly, we don't understand how the United Nations came to this conclusion that they can trust the Iranian government, and how the Iranian government can protect the human rights, specifically the women's rights. Don't they read the news? Don't they know what is going on in Iran and what is happening in Iran? It was really a big surprise for both of us.
Marzia, tell me what it's like. You were held in the prison for how long, and what was it like?
Yeah, we were in Evin prison, one of the most notorious prison in Iran, for about 9 months. We were sentenced to execution by hanging in charges of Christianity, blasphemy, apostasy, and promoting Christianity in Iran.
And Mariam, the conditions are what? I mean, I've heard horrible stories, but you were there. What are the conditions like there, and are they every day threatening you?
It was awful. From the first day, we were faced many difficulties. We were threatened to physical torture. They put us in a dark and dirty cell in the basement, and we had long hours of interrogation by our first interrogator. And we were sent later, when we were sent to a detention, we had to live with many prostitutes, addicted, homeless women for 14 days. You know, we were in a detention that we had to sleep on filthy and freezing floor with no carpets. The condition was so awful, specifically for women. And, you know, even in prison, we could see that women's rights are not equal with men's rights. They do not have any rights, and the government treated them so bad. And we were facing many difficulties in Evin prison, and we were separated for 38 days. We were in solitary confinements of 209, and we had long hours of interrogation by 2 interrogators. We were threatened. They threatened our own lives and our families. And as Marzia explained, we were sentenced to execution by hanging. And if it wasn't for the international pressure, they would have executed us.
Marzia, what's the Iranian collective view of women? Because they're going to be seen on Human Rights Committee. How would you describe that?
As Mariam explained, women don't have equal rights with men. Even in prison, we could see this difference. They don't have rights to divorce. They don't have the rights to have the custody of their children. They are subordinate. They have to subordinate to their husband. And there are, I believe that, women in Iran are under so much pressure because of the Iranian government, and they don't have any rights. And even in prison, every day we could see this difference, that how they treated women in prison.
Thank you to both.
Can I add?
Yeah,
Can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
And it's not just because of the Iranian government, it's mostly because of the Islamic rules which affects women. If you read the Quran, and you can see in many verses that women are not equal with men, and they do not have any rights in Islam.
Thank you to both of you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.